Space, the final frontier.
This is the podcast State of the Federation.
Its continuing mission.
To preview strange new ships.
To seek out new builds and new combinations.
To boldly go where no show has gone before.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the Federation, and welcome to State of the Federation. Yes, we are finally broadcasting. Thank goodness for firewalls. We love them so much. Sorry for the delay, guys, but we are here to bring you the latest and greatest in Star Trek Attack Wing strategy for the day. I've got with me, of course, the illustrious and intelligent Tucker. Tucker, how are you doing today? Don't tell me I lost touch.
I'm doing pretty well. I'm pretty stoked because, as I was telling the guys right before the show, Star Trek Online just introduced a skill called Danger Zone, which I consider about the best thing ever.
And you're going to be singing that every time you play Star Trek Online now, aren't you?
Right into the danger zone. I can do that as I tell my ship to do a barrel roll. And let me tell you something. If you have never seen like a Galaxy-class cruiser do a barrel roll, you are missing something in your life.
This is Star Trek, not Star Fox, dang it. And of course we have the ever-wise and kind David.
Greetings!
Greetings, sir.
I still have a bit of the plague, but I'm actually doing better. So there's still a cough here and there, but yes, I'm prepping for a matter of honor. I shall attempt to reclaim victory.
Prepping for a matter of honor. Sounds like an old-fashioned way to get ready for a duel.
I am going to bring a glove.
I challengeth thee, foul knave of a Klingon.
Yes, I'm figuring out how to work Terok Nor into this build just for fun.
Right into the danger zone.
Okay, Terok Nor will not be doing barrel rolls to your danger zone, sir. I hope not, at least.
If I could figure out how to make Terok Nor do a sensor echo, I would have a lot of fun.
Anyway, thanks for the patience, guys. Outbound, Dr. Nickett, good to see you here. Today's show, we will be going over a little bit of the Nationals, which is coming up quite soon, actually. 3 weeks now?
I have no idea.
I think it's a little more than 3 weeks up in Maryland. And after that, we will move on to Happy Fun Timeville in our top 5. Something is yelling at me on my computer. Hopefully it's not my computer dying. But yes, all kinds of glorious stuff today. And since we already got off to a late start, let's go ahead and really get started with Attack Wing, the Road to Worlds. Woo! At least that's what WizKids is calling it.
No, what's the thing I'm looking? I had something for this. Oh yeah, ba ba da da ba 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 da da ba ba.
David, do you know what he's doing?
It sounds like Pokemon music.
No, David, you of all people are the one who should know this. David, for those who don't know, like David is the resident sports guy. It's the ESPN jingle. You know, Road to Worlds, like a big
Tucker, your non-nerd is showing.
It didn't sound very ESPN-y to me.
Whatever. No, it's
that sounds a little bit better. Now that I have some context.
Anyway,
nobody knows what's going on.
Road to Worlds is what is going on. Oh, actually, it has the dates on here, doesn't it?
Oh, it
I
does?
lied. No, it doesn't. One constructed qualifier tournament will be held at 3 p.m. Okay, so 2015, the year of the world's first Attack Wing National Championship qualifier and National Championship. So for 2 days in April 11th-ish, if I recall correctly, there will be hours and hours and hours of Star Trek Attack Wing going on, and I will probably not be anywhere near it, unfortunately, which makes me very sad. But also happy that there will be that much more money in my pocket. So, the National Championship qualifier is if you did not have the good fortune to make it out to a regional and, of course, dominate in get very first place. Lot of Kappas for you. Oh, look, are we getting trolled here? Probably. So the National Championship qualifier, there are going to be 64 players maximum on Saturday afternoon. This is going to be for the remaining seats that are not taken up by regional champions for the championship the next day. So the format will, of course, be somewhat similar to regionals, except for the fact that we will not be having blind buys this time. Entry fee is $15. That is going to make me a little bit sad because, number one, you don't get any blind chips out of this purchase, and number two, I don't see any prizes for the championship qualifier rounds. So
yeah, the prize is you get to play in the championship rounds, which has even worse prize support than the regionals. So, yeah.
So that's kind of a little very disappointing. Or if we could have gotten it down to like $5 like it used to be in the old Wave 1 days. But failing that, format 120 squadron points, Swiss constructed utilizing WizKids recommended rules. So no blind buy today. You get to bring all 120 points of your ships. This I'm sure will have tremendous repercussions, especially with the new introduction of fighters since the last time we had an event of this kind of magnitude. As well as all of the new rulings that have happened since then as well. Let's see, multiple Swiss rounds. They're going to keep playing until there are 2 or less undefeated players. That means if between 32 and 64 players, there will be 5 rounds of Swiss. Which is kind of funny because even at their max player cap, that is still going to be fewer rounds than is going to be in the U.S. National Championship for 16 players. We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, this has many elements of they did not think this one all the way through.
Seems a little weird, but we work with it. We go with it. I need to be green. Am I green? All right. Oh yes. And in the meantime, for those of you who celebrated Happy St. Patty's Day, I like green. Bam. Okay. Obligatory holiday shout out to prove that I do in fact know what is going on in the world.
Yeah.
Some days. Let's see. The conditions that they'll be fighting under is going to be 1 hour rounds. I assume it doesn't actually explicitly say so unless it is in this PowerPoint presentation here. Scenario rules. During each round, a random sector condition will be in play. There will be a planet in the center of the table, operating as planet tokens, squad building resources, scoring, buys. It doesn't actually say it, but I'm assuming it's going to be 1 hour rounds like normal. So we have our 3 sector conditions, which are replays from the regional. Hello, Spot. We've got the nebula, the energy flux, and the meteor shower. These are all familiar to us all. You can find all the information again on the WizKids event system. If you just click to Nationals, you will get all of the info for all of the Nationals that are happening April 11th to 12th at Games and Stuff in Baltimore, Maryland, Glen Burnie, Maryland. So that's where all this good stuff is taking place. But yeah, we've gone over the sector conditions before, but Nebula, you can only fire at range 2 outside of your forward arc. Firing at range 3 inside your forwarding arc also still implies the normal penalties plus an additional defense die for the defender. Energy Flux, every time you attack, you have to roll a die. If you hit a battle stations, your primary attack value is your printed weapon value is cut in half for that attack only. And last but not least, good old Meteor Shower. At the beginning of every turn, you roll a die for each ship. Your ship is damaged on any hit or crit as normal. You may roll your normal printed agility to defend against this. So penalties against outside of arc, penalties against high primary attack values, no secondary weapons, and penalties against low hull or low agility ships. And
Not to mention cloaking.
yes, because cloaking does not help you, even with its wonderful 4 defense dice. Oh, did they actually announce a Canadian national?
What?
I was waiting. I thought it was hilarious that there was going to be, nationals in the U.S., but I hadn't heard anything of nationals in any other country ever for that. But if I can find that U.S. National Championship, you'll have to link me to wherever you saw that.
Canadian nationals.
I mean, I'd love to see a UK nationals, Canadian nationals, other Europe. Dang it. Dang it, link deleter. I thought I turned that off, but we can get to that again later. So, yeah, that's the U.S. National Championship qualifier. There will be up to 7 people pre-qualified for the U.S. National Championship, which means 9 to 16 players from that, after playing 5 rounds on Saturday, will have a chance to play in the finals on Sunday. 16-player maximum. Entry is free if you already got into it, which is wonderful. 2015 National Attack Wing National Carta Magica. I'll go ahead and look at this off screen here. So, the National Championship, 16 players, same format, same special rules. Swiss until there is... Actually, it is not even until there is. It's a straight up 4 rounds of Swiss, I believe. Where do I see it here? Multiple Swiss rounds followed by a cut to top 4. 4 rounds of Swiss with a cut to top 4 followed by 2 more rounds of single elimination to the top winner. So 6 rounds of play for these 16 players. And the prizes go only to the top 4, which is a repeat. Not even as good a repeat as the ones at regionals.
Yeah, you get what? You get Gen Con and what, like a retail DS9 or something?
Attack Wing Deep Space Nine premium figure and Attack Wing oversized board cube premium figure for number 1. The only thing different is the invitation to the Attack Wing World Championship.
Well, actually, that and top 8 doesn't get cloak ships, but whatever.
Yep. No cloak ship pack, no DS9 crew pack even. Nothing new in any way, shape, or form. And if it's anything like the regionals were, the Attack Wing Deep Space Nine is going to be the Dominion War version, which did not include any cards or maneuver dials or anything. Things that I already have that cannot use.
I want one of those. I want one of the retail ones. I can't bring myself to pay $80 for something that's literally never going to see play.
Mm-hmm. Especially when I already have one, and it didn't come with the stuff. For a prize, it didn't come with any of the stuff really required to play it now under the new Worf rulings. So Worf just kind of spit on all of the old Dominion War champions by saying, "Oh, you got this, but you have no way you can get to play it." That makes me very sad. But yeah, National Championship. 5 rounds on Saturday, 6 rounds on Sunday. Lots of basic things going around. The tournament on a whole is kind of disappointing. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to make it out there because the prizes just are not, just generally aren't worth the trip for someone like myself who is down in Florida, or probably anyone from the West Coast who already won all these things at regionals. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't go. I mean, I'm not in a position to go, but even if I was in a position to go, I wouldn't go.
D&D, on the other hand, you can get a Tiamat, a Bahamut, and a Silver Dragon giant figures that look awesome and are fully playable the first time around. But we're not here to play that game. We're here to play this wonderful Star Trek Attack Wing game. But yeah, that's just pretty much the basic information for Nationals. Reconnecting. All right, we are back, guys. But yeah, if you want to register and head on over there, it'll be. I feel that this will be mostly a late regional for the Maryland area, and most of us will end up being seen in the world stage at Origins.
Question: are you sure that you're going to be invited to Worlds just based on a regionals win?
No, but there will if they're going to take only the national championship winners, they're going to only have 2 players for their Worlds.
Yeah, but you might have to do like a qualifier or something.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I'm fine with that. If I can't make it through the qualifiers, then I don't know what I'm doing with my life.
That's actually a really good point that I hadn't considered.
Not that I actually know what I'm doing with my life, but we're going to leave that to the side for now. But in the meantime, nationals things that we can do. All right, so I'm going to go ahead here and